Welcome back to the Victory Education Lounge. I'm Maurice, your host, and I am thrilled to have you here. Whether you're planning your next adventure or just curious about how to stay healthy while exploring new corners of the world, today's video is essential for you, especially if you're traveling to regions where malaria is a risk. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on our future educational content. Don't forget to drop a comment below if you have any questions, suggestions, or if you've got a personal travel story to share. This episode holds a wealth of information for those with a thirst for adventure and a love for discovery. Today, we're focusing on a topic of global importance: preventing malaria while traveling. We all know that prevention is better than cure, and this is especially true when it comes to malaria, a risk in many parts of the world. So, whether you're planning an expedition to the Amazon or a safari in Africa, it's crucial to know how to protect yourself. While you're here, why not like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications? That way you won't miss out on any of our enlightening content. And we always love hearing from you, so feel free to drop your travel stories in the comments. So, without further ado, let's dive into today's topic: Traveler's Guide to Malaria Prevention. First, understanding the risk is crucial. Malaria isn't a worldwide threat, but certain regions pose a higher risk than others. So, we're going to delve into understanding these malaria risk regions a bit better. Malaria is a disease that's typically found in tropical and subtropical regions where the climate is warm and humid. These conditions are ideal for the Anopheles mosquito, the primary vector of malaria, to thrive and multiply. Let's start with Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa carries a disproportionately high share of the global malaria burden. In fact, in 2020, this region was home to 87% of malaria cases and 85% of malaria deaths. So, if you're planning a safari or a visit to the majestic Victoria Falls, it's crucial to take preventive measures. Next, we have Asia. Certain areas in South Asia, including India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, along with Southeast Asian countries like Cambodia and Laos, are known for malaria transmission. So if you're thinking about exploring the rich cultural heritage of these regions, keep malaria prevention at the top of your checklist. Central and South America, though less prevalent than Africa and Asia, are not free from malaria either. From the dense Amazon rainforest to the ancient Mayan ruins, malaria can be a risk. The Pacific Islands, especially Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands, are also on the malaria map. So, if you're dreaming about a tropical island getaway, be sure to pack your anti-malarials along with your swimsuit. But remember, not all areas within these regions carry the same level of risk. The presence of malaria can vary greatly, even within a single country. For example, you might find malaria in rural or forested areas, but not in urban or desert areas. So, as you plan your travel itinerary, research is key. Check out the specific malaria risk associated with the places you intend to visit. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, provides updated malaria risk information by country that can be a handy resource. Remember, knowledge is power. Being aware of the risk areas is your first step towards a safe journey. One of the most reliable ways to prevent malaria is with antimalarial medications. These medications are not your run-of-the-mill over-the-counter tablets, but prescription drugs specifically designed to combat the malaria parasite. They work in two ways: either by killing the malaria parasite outright or by stunting its growth, preventing it from multiplying within your body. Now let's weigh the pros and cons of these medications. On the plus side, they're highly effective when taken as prescribed, which is typically before, during, and after your trip. This ensures that your body is prepared to fight off the parasite at all stages of your journey. They're also versatile, with different types available, depending on the region you're traveling to and your specific health needs. However, there are some downsides. Some people experience side effects like nausea, headaches, or dizziness, which can put a damper on your travel plans. Additionally, these medications require a commitment. You'll need to start taking them before your trip and continue for a period after your return. This can be a hassle, especially if you're not fond of taking pills. Lastly, the cost of these medications can add up, particularly for longer trips, so you'll need to factor this into your travel budget. Let's take mefloquine as an example. This is a commonly prescribed antimalarial medication. It's effective, but it's not for everyone. Some users have reported experiencing vivid dreams and other psychological side effects. So, while it could be a good fit for some, others may need to explore alternative options. Remember, these medications can be highly effective, but they should always be taken as prescribed and under the guidance of a healthcare professional. This is not a decision to take lightly or make on a whim. It's about your health after all. So, talk to your doctor, do your research, and make sure you're making the best decision for you and your travel plans. Another vital tool in your malaria prevention kit is insect repellents. These handy sprays, lotions, or wipes help keep those pesky mosquitoes at bay, reducing the risk of malaria transmission. When it comes to insect repellents, the most effective ones are typically those containing DEET or picaridin. DEET, originally developed by the U.S. Army, has been widely available for public use since the late 1940s. It's a highly effective repellent and is often the go-to choice for many travelers. Picaridin, on the other hand, is a newer addition to the repellent market. It's odorless, less sticky, and doesn't irritate the skin or damage fabrics or plastics, making it a popular choice for those with sensitive skin or for use on children. Let's weigh the pros and cons of using these insect repellents. On the plus side, they're incredibly easy to apply. Just spray or rub on exposed skin and you're good to go. They're also quite budget-friendly and widely available over the counter. Most importantly, they offer immediate protection against mosquito bites. However, there are a few downsides to keep in mind. Firstly, insect repellents need to be reapplied regularly, especially if you're sweating or have been for a swim. Some people may also experience skin irritation, particularly with DEET-based products. Lastly, while they provide a significant level of protection, it's essential to remember that in high-risk areas, repellents alone may not be enough. It's always best to combine them with other preventative measures like antimalarial medication, long-sleeved clothing, and insecticide-treated bed nets. In conclusion, insect repellents are a practical and cost-effective way to fend off mosquitoes and prevent malaria. They're easy to use and offer immediate protection, making them an essential part of your travel health kit. However, remember to reapply regularly for continuous protection, and always combine with other preventative measures in high-risk areas. While repellents offer immediate protection, they need regular reapplication, especially after sweating or swimming. When night falls, insecticide-treated bed nets become your best friend. These nets, often made of lightweight polyester or polyethylene, are treated with an insecticide that's lethal to mosquitoes. They're a simple yet highly effective way to protect yourself from malaria, particularly in areas where mosquitoes are most active at night. The pros of using insecticide-treated bed nets are numerous. First off, they offer excellent protection during the night when mosquitoes are most active. They're long-lasting, often retaining their insect-killing properties for several years. What's more, they're usually affordable, and in many high-risk areas, they may even be provided free of charge by local governments or organizations. However, like all prevention methods, these nets do have a few cons. One downside is that they can be bulky and somewhat difficult to set up, particularly in challenging environments. They also don't offer protection during the day, which means you'll need to combine them with other prevention methods for round-the-clock protection. Lastly, while they're long-lasting, their effectiveness can wane over time if not cared for properly. For example, if you're planning on staying in rural areas without access to air-conditioned rooms, a treated bed net is an essential item to pack. It may seem a bit cumbersome to set up and take down, but the peace of mind it offers is well worth the effort. A treated bed net might seem a bit cumbersome, but it assures you a peaceful, bite-free sleep. Dressing smart is another simple yet effective strategy to fend off those pesky mosquitoes. When we talk about dressing smart, we're referring to covering up as much skin as possible with clothing. Long-sleeve shirts, long pants, and hats can go a long way in reducing the risk of mosquito bites, especially during early morning and late evening hours when mosquitoes are most active. Now, you might be thinking, long sleeves and pants in the tropics, won't I overheat? Well, the trick here is to choose lightweight, breathable fabrics like cotton or linen that allow your skin to breathe while still providing a barrier against mosquitoes. And remember, this isn't just about comfort, it's about health. Wearing long-sleeved clothing is especially important if you're planning on being outdoors during peak mosquito activity times. So, if you're going on a dawn hike or enjoying a sunset barbecue, make sure to cover up. Even if it's warm out, the risk of getting bitten is significantly lower when you're fully clothed. Another tip is to opt for lighter colors. Mosquitoes are attracted to dark colors, so wearing light-colored clothing can help to keep them at bay. And let's not forget about hats. They not only protect your head and neck from bites, but also provide much-needed shade in the hot sun. So, when packing for your trip, don't forget those long sleeves and pants. They might just be your best fashion statement against malaria. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize that while we've covered a lot of ground today, there's still so much to learn about malaria. This video is just another step on our journey to understand and combat this disease. In the coming weeks, we'll continue to dive deeper into each aspect of malaria, from its life cycle to the latest research in vaccine development. If you're passionate about making a difference, I invite you to support the fight against malaria by visiting United to Beat Malaria. You'll find the link in the description below. Together, we can help save lives and create a healthier world. Every contribution, no matter how small, brings us one step closer to a world free from malaria. Remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Together, we can unveil the truths about malaria and join the battle to end this global menace. Disclaimer: the information provided in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Any health-related decision should be discussed with a licensed physician. Always seek the advice of your doctor or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition.